In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Garbage Lords Progression Series, and today we are opening up Crossroads of Chaos, the second set in the Synchro era, and to be honest, this one might almost be as good as Duelist Genesis, but let's go ahead and get on into it so I can prove it to you. So starting off in the Super Rares, right, there's only a couple that are actually really good, but you can probably see them. So obviously everyone knows Secret Village of the Spellcasters. It's just IO, but you have to control a spellcaster monster. Hainawada is a classic anti-burn card. Sees play from now up until, even like the Mystic Mine era, people were siding this. Queen of Thorns is actually a decent synchro monster for the plant archetype, which gets a lot of new support. Now, we aren't quite into plant synchro. That's obviously when we get Reborn Tengu, but I do think plants are actually really playable in this set, especially with some of the cool ones like Botanical Lion, which is a 1900 normal that just continuously gets bigger as you have more plant monsters. Black Garden is a very famous FTK enabler with just, filling your opponent's board up with tokens. Battle Mania is also kind of an interesting card, but I'm not sure we're going to get to that. Into the rares, Cactus Fighter is another really cool plant card where it's a 1900 normal, and then it just summons a 500/500 token to your opponent's side of the field each time it destroys a monster, so that's kind of cool. We got some Morphtronics. The Morphtronics appear in this set. We also have the Iron Chains, which are very bad, but Iron Chain Dragon is a good card. Is a 26 or a 2500, I should say, Synchro 6. So this card is one of the best Synchro 6s. It's also a Debris Dragon summon, so it's pretty good. Psychic Life Transfer is also a good generic 7. Obviously good for the Psychic deck, just to help you gain back life points, but we're probably not going to run back Psychics. Miracle Fertilizer, importantly, is just a reborn for the plants, but it's a once per turn, continuous reborn. You just can't normal summon the turn you use it, so you can use this to just continuously bring back things like Botanical Lion or something else. World Tree is kind of an interesting continuous card for the plants, but I don't know if we're going to see that. And Pollinosis. Pollinosis is just a friggin' solemn warning or solemn judgment for just by treating a plant monster, so pretty cool. Short Prince, the only one that maybe matters is Jade Knight and Whitestone of Legend, but not really good. Secret Rares. So Gladbeast Rediari is a really good card for Gladbeast, but it's just not on the table for us. Zach might be trying to pull this. Other than that, there's not any that really matter. I mean, Tempest Magician is famous for FTKs. Time Machine is a pseudo Call of the Haunted, but it just brings back after it's destroyed by battle. And then Treacherous Trap is a good card for the monster and spell heavy decks. If you're just not really wanting to play any trap cards, then this is probably the best one you can play. This and maybe Torrential. Into the ultra rares, we have some really good ones. So Titanial is a classic Edison card, just tribute to plant, or when an effect targets, tribute to plant, negate, destroy. Really powerful. Mark of the Rose is basically just Snatch Deal if you have plants. Psychokinesis is a good card for the Psychic deck, which we're not going to be running back. I'm sorry, but that was terrible. Black Rose Dragon is the cover card. It's insane. It's playable up until Edison. It gets limited. It is a really powerful card, and we probably want to pull this. Doomkaiser and Hades are really powerful synchros, but they do require Plague Spreader. And it's you have to pull 2 separate ultra rares just to, play this. Plague Spreader, I think, does get reprinted several times, but it's at 1 for a really long time, so I'm not too sure. Turbo Warrior is a card that I really like. It's, again, a 2500 level 6 synchro, but you need either Turbo Synchron or a Quick Draw. But either way, it's a pretty cool card. It just kind of, deals with Monarchs on its own, so hopefully if we pull this, we can actually make it, and Zach can never Monarch us again. But probably not. Into the commons, more Morphtronics. Selphon, importantly, is just a really powerful card. It's basically an Adamantipator, but before they were there. And then, let's see, we've got like Wall of Ivy, which is kind of a good plant card. Fragrance Storm is a card that I always thought was cool as a kid, but I didn't realize how bad it was. Then what do we else? We have Goes and Match. Goes and Match is crazy. Copy Plant and Nettles are plant tuners, so that enables some more plant shenanigans. Plant Food Chain is another interesting plant card. There's a lot of very, very interesting cards in this set, honestly. I wish I could play Morphtronics, but that's just not at all playable.
All right, by some miracle, we managed to take last episode. I didn't expect that at all. I fully anticipated to go to the banning and ban something. But, I mean, we got probably the best combination, a 2-0 victory and a Snatch Steal. Now, before we do that Snatch Steal, I'm going to go here to Crossroads of Chaos. We get 24 of this fantastic set. Now, I want everything out of this set. Unfortunately, we only have 24 packs, so let's just get to it. Turbo Synchron, already pretty decent. I don't know all the plant cards. If we get a playable engine, I'll have to read through all of them. But as of right now, Black Rose Dragon, I will definitely take. There are some synchros at rare, which I want. I don't want that because we don't have anything to use with it. I also want to place it at Jade Knight, but that's just because I like the stupid machines. Polynosis is funny. I don't know what this is. That's interesting. Goblin Decoy Squad. Psychic Life Transfer, that's one of the ones at rare. There's also Iron Chain Dragon, which is a good card. Battle Mania. All face-up monsters your opponent controls are changed to attack position and cannot change their battle positions this turn. All monsters your opponent currently controls must attack if able. Okay. Don't know if we're going to use that, but, I mean, we have it. Miracle Fertilizer is a good card, if I remember correctly. Iron Chain Dragon I will take. There's also... Oh, I was about to talk about Plague. This card, nuts. Place one card from your hand to top of the deck, special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. It's just a level 2 tuner that recurs itself. Black Garden, oh yeah. I don't know what Tiger Dragon is. I'm not going to read it either. Prideful Roar, Virus Cannon, Nettles. Honestly, I'm happy with bruh. Okay. Well, we pulled one Jade Knight. But everything else, Psychic Life Transfer, Iron Chain Dragon, Black Rose, 2 Plagues, Black Garden, oh my goodness. Yeah. Now this is an opening and a half. Oh yeah, Gozen's in this set. Well, anyways, I'm gonna do some thinking, read through a bunch of these cards, and I will get to you in the deck building.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our 30 packs, because we did lose last episode, of Crossroads of Chaos. All right, let's go ahead and flip them up. Puppet Master, not the super rare we wanted. Kind of bad, actually. Iron Chain and Hadaz are good. We might want to swap frog this over to Black Rose, because that was an ultimate rare. But Iron Chain's a good synchro, so we're already starting off with more synchros than we had after all of last episode. Ooh, Secret Village is kind of nice. Same thing with Copy Plant. Prideful Roar. I think this is actually a decent card. Interesting. It's kind of a battle trick for taking 300. Synchro Strike. That's kind of bad, actually. Alright, Goka the Pyre of Malice? That's a bad card. That is a bad card. Not really the super rares we're wanting right now. Oh, but there's a Botanical Lion, that's good. And another Iron Chain. Wall of Ivy's also good, and a White Stone's not bad. Polynosis is good for the plant deck. Another white stone. Not bad, not bad. Third white stone. Actually, I'm realizing now. Oh, Titanial. Sick. Absolutely sick. I am realizing now that white stone is bad because we didn't open any of the reprint sets with blue eyes in it. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Another Fragrant Storm's good. Titanial's crazy, though. Another Puppet Master. World Tree's not bad, though. Morphtronic Boom Boxin. Hilarious. Second Polynosis is pretty good and goes in matches. Not bad. Alright, halfway through. Red Ogre. Not the super rares we wanted. Alright, but World Tree number 2 is not bad. Search Strike. Tiger Dragon. I always thought this card was really cool. It is like a Monarch. It's kind of like a Mobius. It's kind of like a bad Mobius, but you have to tribute a dragon. Healing Wave Generator. I feel like I remember this card. Seed of Deception. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't know if it's that good, but... Overdrive Teleporter. Not the secret rare we wanted. I'll be honest with you right there. Yeah. I mean... It's not bad. It's not, but it's not good either. Nettles is good. I'm sure we have a playset. There's definitely a third Fragrant Storm. Nothing there. Second Titanial's not bad. I kind of want a second Botanical Lion. Let's see. Keep going. Alright, we're into our last couple packs here. There's a Cactus Fighter. That is a card that I did want, so that's good. Iron Chain Repairman's not a card that I wanted, though. Ultimate Rare Turbo Warrior. Huh, that makes me think. That makes me think. Psychic Life Transfer, good synchro. Last pack. Ugh, alright, nothing great here. Stormcaller? I don't think I can pass up double Titanial. I really don't. It's so good, especially when we have... I'm going to check my collection really quick, but I'm pretty sure... Yes, I do. I do have 3 Lone Fire Blossoms, so that's crazy. I think... I really would have liked another Botanical Lion. This card's, like, really good. But, like, can we really turn this down? Oh, yeah, I think we are gonna go ahead and lock this in, chat. So, I would have liked a couple things, but we can take a look at stuff and we can swap Frog for something if we decide we really need it. But let's go ahead and add it to the collection and get on into deck edit. Alright boys, so I have been doing some thinking, and even though there's tons of cards I wanted, more of Botanical Lion, Cactus Fighter, Queen of Thorns, Miracle Fertilizer, Mark of the Rose, I think one stands out as just the best one that we could possibly pick, and that is I'm going to switch out my Ultimate Rare. Actually, you know what? I would rather have Turbo Warrior, but I think it gets reprinted here, like, kinda quickly. Here, give me a sec. Yeah, this gets reprinted in Duels Pack Yusei, so there's no reason to keep this. I was going to get rid of my Revive King, since we don't have Plague Spreader, but Plague Spreader does get reprinted and isn't a great card, and I don't know how frequently Hot As gets reprinted. I think it doesn't for a very long time, so we are going to go ahead and get rid of a copy of Turbo Warrior, and import a single copy of Black Rose Dragon. That was an Ultimate Rare. So we will add ourselves, not that it matters, but Ultra Rare. Well, they're both Ultra Rare, so it doesn't really matter. We are going to add a copy of Black Rose Dragon to our card pool. So, we are going to get into the deck build, and we'll see how we can do.
All right, so I want to start a new streak. And for that, I'm going to be playing probably the best deck in our arsenal, which is Glad Beasts. But before we do the card by card, we have to do one thing. We got to snatch steal. And I don't know if you know what I'm going to be getting, but Immortal pulled 2 cards. Could be literally anything. Literally anything. Anyways, we're going to be adding a Geyserist to our collection. And we're going to be adding a Geyserist to this deck. Save. Now, I'm going to do the quick card by card, and then we'll have a chat about this deck. Triple Darius. When it's specialed by a Gladbeast monster, I can target a Gladbeast in graveyard, special summon it. It's just basically here to make the fusions almost exclusively. A quest, which is on special, target and add a Gladbeast card from graveyard to hand, which can search any of the monsters, not Proving Ground, because it's not a Gladiator Beast, it's Gladiator Proving Ground. Thank you, Konami. But we can add back War Chariot, which is a monster negate, so I'll take it. After that, Double Demikari, it's just in here at 2 because it's a 1600 guy, and we are want 4 names. He basically just, he can attack twice, that's a special thing, but it's bad. Double Aquari, if we had 3, we'd play it. On special from Gladbeast monster effect, original attack becomes 2,100. Bestiary, when specialed from by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, mandatory target when spell trap on the field, destroy that target. And then we've got Murmello, which is another mandatory effect. We only play one of this though. It's the monster one. It has to be, there's 2 reasons why we only play one Murmello. First one, it has to be a face-up monster. Second one, it is mandatory. So if he's got a set monster or he has no monsters, summon out Murmello. Murmello pops itself. That's useless. Anyways, Double Plague. This card is nuts. It's an ultra, and we managed to pull 2, and I'm so glad for that. It is amazing. It's a level 2 tuner that when it's in the graveyard, I can place 1 card from my hand to the top of the deck and special summon it. It banishes itself when it leaves the field, but I don't care. That plus any 4 makes Iron Chain Dragon, and then I can bring back the Plague from grave to make a Stardust. That's dang good. Then we've got Triple Proving Ground. Now, Proving Ground is just the Rhoda for the archetype. It's non-once per turn, so essentially we are playing, just playing 17 Glad names, which is honestly pretty good. Especially since a lot of the Glad names are just not very good. After the Proving Ground, we've got Triple Bait Doll, 1 Cold Wave, 1 Heavy, 1 MST. And then I'll also talk about My Body, to My Body as well. He knows I'm going to be playing this. I very heavily hinted that I was going to Snatch Steal Geyserist, which basically means, I'm going to be playing Glads. I did want to hint that and then just not bring Glads, completely do a 180 on him, maybe bring Chain Burn or some stupid something. But I'm going to be honest, this is the best deck and it's the most fun, so I'm going to play it. And because of that, because I know he's going to put in a lot of hate, like Saku's, like Mirror Force, all this stuff that just happens during the battle phase, I'm putting in My Bodies, Bait Dolls, Cold Waves, Heavies, and MSTs just to make sure that my monsters stay on the field. Same thing with Book to a lesser extent, I guess. Book is much better as a utility. It can be used to protect, but he also can be used to attack. Next up, we got BrainCon, which is basically just here for stealing stuff for synchro plays. If I steal one of his monsters, I can just make a Black Rose, blow up the field. That's pretty good, because we cannot natively make Black Rose in this deck. We need to steal either a level 2 or a level 5 from him. Anyways, next up is Fissure and Smashing. I still don't know why they're at 1. Konami, why are you so bad at balancing your game? Good thing that hasn't changed. So, anyone want to talk about Snake Eyes? Anyways, let's move on. We got Pot of Avarice and Double Upstart. Next up, we've got Gladiator Beast War Chariot. It is a monster negate on a counter trap. Doesn't get better than that, I'll be honest. After that, we've got 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, and double Royal Decree. He's going to be bringing traps. I'm going to be saying no to traps. That is the point of this card. In the side, we've got Triple Crow, Triple Twister, Double Lightning Vortex. Lightning Vortex and the next card, Black Horn of Heaven, are here for if he's playing spam strategies such as 6 Sam. These just help us to clear the board as well as just kick his butt. Anyways, we've got triple pulling for Monarch and just other normal summon effect reliant strategies such as Crystal Beast. And then after that, we've got double Trap Jammer. This is coming in every single time post side. I don't care what he's playing, this is coming in. Worst case scenario, it just replaces Upstart. But this is coming in. He's going to be siding in Saku's and other shenanigans, and I'm going to not want that. Anyways, in the extra, we've got one card we cannot make because we are not playing Spartacus because that card is bad. Next up, we're playing Heraklinos. It takes 3 Glad Beasts, including 1 Laquari, and it is a non-once per turn spell trap negation. It's a little bit win more, but it's still dang good. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but his legs are really hairy, and he's also a lion, so... Moving on, we've got Geyserus. Now, this card is insane. On summon, it pops 2 cards, and then post-battle, it can flex into 2 Glad Beast monsters, not including Bestiari. So we cannot go make Geyserus before battle, go battle, punch with Geyserus, make a Bestiari and a Murmello or something else, and then make a Geyserus again. That's the way that they get around this not being once per turn, is just this little line of text right here, which hurts my soul. But I mean, we could, if we have a Bestiari engraved, bring back a Darius and then just do the whole song and dance again because it's a non-once per turn pop 2. Up to 2 pop, I guess. And then for our synchros, we've got double Stardust, 1 Nitro Warrior, which we absolutely cannot make because neither of us has Nitro Synchron and neither of us will ever play Nitro Synchron. And then we have Psychic Life Transfer, which we cannot make natively in the deck, and we need Brain Con for. But if we are going to be able to make a 7, it's probably going to be the next card, which is Black Rose Dragon. We're basically only going to be using the first effect, which is when it is Synchro Summoned, you can destroy all cards on the field. The other effects are once per turn, you can banish 1 plant monster, target 1 defense position monster, change it. And if you do, its attack becomes 0 until the end phase. It's bad. Anyways, next up it is Iron Chain Dragon. I wish we pulled more than 1, but we only pulled 1. And honestly, it's only here to Synchro Climb, because if we have any level 4 Glad Beast, which most of them are, the only one that isn't is Murmello, and a Plague, we can just normal summon the Plague, make Iron Chain, and then Plague effect, put 1 in hand to top of the deck, and then 6 plus 2 is 8. That's Stardust. But yeah, this is the deck. I really hope that it can do something. I am excited to start a new streak and send Immortal to the banning, not this episode, but in the next one. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the games.
Oh, we have taken a turn to the dark side, folks. So, some backstory on this. I was asking for some help with a plant list that I thought was really gooey. And then we were talking about, well, what do we think Zach's going to play? And I was like, I'm pretty sure he's going to play Glads because he snatched all my Geyserus. And we took a look at my Glad pool because Hatch was like, why do you have a Geyserus and you're not playing Glad Beast? And I was like, I don't think I have a good enough pool. And then he looked at my list and was like, no, your pool's insane. You have to fucking play it. So shout out to Hatch and, Hatch, Ray, Will, and Austin for helping me come up with this deck. I do not know anything about Glad Beast, so I'm very sorry to all the Glad Beast enjoyers if I flub this up. But I did do some practice matches, did actually test the list, see what I can do, and tried to learn the cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. So up first we have 1 Warrior Lady. This is in case he's on the mirror match, because if we set Warrior Lady, we can banish his card so that at the end of the battle phase he doesn't get to tag out. This is also just a good card and is a Rhoda target. We have the one Cyber Dragon because we only have the one of three Bestiari. This is the last episode we get to play Bestiari at three. That is why I'm playing this list. If it was already at one, I wouldn't even consider it. Double Darius, one Demakari. This is kind of cuttable, but we just didn't really feel anything else coming out. Equest and Hoplimus. Some people might be considering why we're playing Hoplimus and Demakari in this list, even though I'm assuming I'm going to be going into the mirror match. That is on the off chance that he's not playing Glads. If he attacks into this, or Demakari can do Demakari things, we're pretty chilling. Only one Laquari. We only have the one. Would really like more of this. I'd like three of this over a Quest or anything else, but only pulled the one. This is the reason why I didn't think it was that good, is because I know Laquari is so important to this deck. One Myrmilio, again, only have the one. Necrogardna is again a Rhoda target, and it also protects us from battle a couple times. It also synergizes well with discard traps, and it's also a crush card target, which we do have, and I didn't really consider playing, but they were really convinced that I need to play crush card, so we'll see. The one Sangan, again, just a crush card target, but also can get us Test Tiger and Bestiari. And we do have Test Tiger. This is what we have over Zach now, is we had Geyserus and we had Test Tiger. I actually don't know when I got this. Obviously, I got it in the set it came out in because it hasn't been reprinted yet, but I just didn't even register that I had it. On the spells, we have Double Book of Moon. This is a just really good card against Gladby specifically, but it's also just a really good card in general. One Brain Control, triple Cold Wave. Hatch was telling me just how strong Cold Wave is, and the fact that you can Cold Wave into Geyserus to nuke their field, and there's nothing they can do about it. Triple Proving Ground, it's the Rhoda for the deck, so pretty good. Heavy Storm, Reborn, My Body, MST. I really didn't want to play the My Body, but Hatch just pilled me on it. He was like, no, you have to play it. It's such a good card. Double Rhoda, again, to search the Necrogarda and the Warrior Lady. These might come out depending on if we want to do any synchro plays, but we will see. And then onto the traps, you got Bottomless Crush card, double Karma Cut, one Mirror Force, double Saku, Torrential, and the last card, I took out an Avarice for a Smashing Ground because I kind of wanted a little bit more removal. Into the extra deck, we have one Goades, Godzilla is what I call him, and we can't summon this, but we might as well play it just on the off chance that Zach is playing Spartacus. I doubt he would be, though. Double Geyserus puts us ahead on Geyserus's compared to Zach, but I don't know if we're ever going to actually be able to make the second one. Peace Golem's just here because why not? And then Black Rose, Iron Chain Dragon, Android, Life Transfer. Hades is just in here to be here. He's just part of the crew. The reason we're playing this is because in the side deck we're playing double E-Tele, double Krebons, and one Psychic Commander. This gives us a way to access these, but also Krebons is decent into the mirror match because we can just negate the battle. We can negate the attacks, so then because the monster never attacked, he can't tag out. So Krebons is actually decent into Glads. Along with that, we've got Fissure, double or triple Wing Blast, double Compulse, Grand Mole, Breaker, and double DD Crow. Basically just all stuff to kind of generically but also targeted Glad Beasts. So that is it. Hopefully I can do Hatch and his Glad Beasts proud and everyone who enjoys watching Glads, but this is one mirror match I'm not looking forward to. For once, I'm metagaming Zach, so let's get into the duels and see how it goes. Well, Zach, we have certainly reached a crossroads in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, we got some... This set's honestly, I think this set was better than Duelist Genesis. I really do.
Oh, absolutely. Just the quality of cards in this at all rarities is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that Duelist Genesis had bad cards. Stardust Dragon is still a house.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Duelist Genesis is a great set for, like, an introduction to a new summoning mechanic or a new era of Yu-Gi-Oh!, right? But, like, just looking through Crossroads of Chaos, it was just, like, a who's who of Edison staples. It was, like, just everything was good. So, it was very, very cool. But, yeah, I was for once in my life, I was struggling to pick a deck. I had some that I really wanted to try out, but I think there was just one or two that were a little bit better, so we will see. But how did you feel about your pulls in Crossroads of Chaos? I gotta say mine weren't terrible. Could have been better, but they weren't terrible.
Mine were honestly pretty good, but won't be good in the near future.
That's kind of telling. I'm not gonna lie. It's it makes me think like what could you have pulled that's not gonna be great in the near future. But we will see when we get into this RPS. Right, almost forgot I have to roll a die for this now. Boom. Okay.
Whoa.
Hey. All right. Well,
Should have trusted in Dwayne.
I will be trying first. I feel like that's still just correct.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Draw phase, draw for turn. Okay. Okay. I'm not hating it. I'm not hating this list. Yeah, we will go ahead and go standby main.
Yep.
And I am going to just kind of set up a little bit and pass it up.
All right, I'll draw.
Yep.
Okay. Standby main.
Yep.
You know, feels good to just updeck this.
Yep. I bet that does feel good.
Then I'll normal out bestiary.
Normal bestiary is fine. Kind of figured you might be on
I'll attempt to swing in.
You, sir, are going to take 600 damage when you swing into my Gladiator Beast Hoplomos.
Sure.
Alright. Would you like to do anything else?
Nothing in battle.
Alright.
End of battle, I will do the bestiary thingy.
Sure.
Yeah. And you can trigger yours as well.
Yeah, turn player, you go first. So I will attempt to go chain link too. Yours resolves first though. Or well, actually, it's not chain link. Yours would just go first, and then I would resolve second.
Yeah. Don't know what I want here, honestly. I think I'm going to go for I'll just go for a Demikari.
Sure, and then still into the battle, I'll trigger mine.
Yeah.
Top of deck. I will summon out Myrmelio, and then Myrmelio effect to pop whenever it's
I will not let you pop.
Okay, and then that destroys it. Dang. Yeah. So I'll make you pay 15 for that. Yeah.
I'll go main 2.
Yep.
I'll set 1 and pass it over.
Sure. Draw. Standby. Ooh, this is a little weird here, not gonna lie. Standby. Standby, I'm gonna MSD the back row.
Alright, you hit my second my body.
Okay, well you had 2 of them, so kind of sucks. Main phase. Let's see. So this does get to attack twice. That's
yes,
all it does.
That is its special funky thing that is really useless and stupid.
I am going to... You got Demikari. I have to imagine you have something else. This feels so bad, but I feel like it's also just correct. I'm gonna normal summon a quest.
Okay.
Now, here's the question. You went for Demikari.
You mean the equestrian?
Yeah. Fuck off. Okay. So here's you went for Demikari. You went for Demikari when I know you have like Laquaris and stuff. So I have to imagine you either have something else in your hand, or you just didn't want whatever. Well, you had my body, so you knew it wasn't gonna get popped. I have to assume you have something here, so I'm gonna go battle and I'm just gonna crash.
Okay.
Second main, go ahead.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Proving ground.
Well, there's a guy, so yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Laquari.
Yeah.
Just because I can. I'm gonna normal that, go battle and punch.
Take the 18.
And then end of battle.
Yep.
Top of deck for Laquari.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab. What do I grab here? I think I'm going to just grab a Darius, and then Darius bring back the Demikari.
Sure. That's unfortunate, but fine. Yeah.
Main 2, I'll pass.
Sure. Draw. Standby main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will. Gosh, so bad. I'll just set a guy and I'll pass.
Okay. Standby main.
Yep.
I'm on normal bestiary.
Normal bestiary is fine.
And then I will contact fuse into Geyserus.
Yep, I'm just assuming this is going. I'm taking 2417.
Yes. And then I'm gonna swap these out, and I get 2 here. Extra deck. And I'm going to get. What's in my grave? Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna grab a quest,
Sure.
Demikari,
Sure.
and Laquari.
Sure.
And then I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, right, you have Hercules.
And I'll pass.
So this is a spell trap negate.
Non once per turn.
Yeah. Discard a card. Okay. Draw the turn. Oh, Christ alive. I think I've just lost. Yeah, because I can't. I mean, yeah, you just run over it. Yeah, you got it. Oh man, I knew this was going to be a very like swingy game, but I was not expecting it to be that bad. I think it just comes down to the fact that I started Hoplamus that game, but hopefully this
Hoplamus
time I
is
can do
definitely
better.
one of the worst ones.
Oh, yep, it just is. All right, draw, 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 draw phase, draw for turn. Oh my good lord!
Mm-hmm.
All right, standby main.
Yeah.
We're just gonna set some cards and pass it up.
Sounds good. I'll draw.
Yep.
You know, I'm so kind. I'll just let you get an extra 1,000.
You know, that's probably gonna matter so much.
What do I want to do here? I am going to normal summon Darius. Anything on normal?
Yeah, get that shit out of here. You know my body?
Yeah, I got in my body.
Alright, pay your 15.
I am actually just going to set a pair, and I'll pass. I don't want to walk into your big chungus.
Sure, draw. Oh, that's so close to being good. It's just not. Yeah, standby main, I'm going to. I'm gonna set one. Yeah, I'm just gonna set one and I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw.
Yep,
Stand by main.
yep.
I will attempt battle.
Battle is fine.
I'll attack in.
I will sacrifice one.
Okay. Main 2.
Yep.
What do I want to do here? Normal to Darius, and I'll pass. I have a read that is exactly freaking Mermello.
Interesting. Sure. Draw, standby, main phase. Welp. Oh god, this is a tough one for me. This really is. No, okay. Actually, hold on. In standby phase, if
Mm-hmm.
you'll allow it. I'm gonna MST this one.
Okay, you got rid of Black Horn of Heaven.
All right. Proceed to the main phase. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
Crave.
Yes.
I will flip summon Warrior Lady.
Ah, I see.
I will normal summon a quest.
Mm-hmm.
I will
It's pretty good.
battle.
Yeah.
I will attack Warrior Lady into Darius. I'll take
Take 2 and
then I'll
banish.
yeah.
And then I'll take 16.
Yep. Banish. And then end of battle phase. A quest.
Yeah, a quest.
Top deck. Go for Bestiari. And then Bestiari
Pop, yeah.
to pop the other one. Cool. Okay. Not the best way to do that, but I think it was about as good as I could get. Second main, under Gold Wave, so pass it up.
Yep.
Alright, draw. Cold Wave done. Standby main phase. I want to do that so badly, but it's just not correct. I will go to battle. I'll hit with Bestiari for
I'll
15.
take the 15.
And then
You should flex into Mermello.
Yeah, totally. Bestiari effect, I'll summon out Laquari. Yeah, 21.
Yes.
Second main, I will set a card, and I'll pass.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Oh, this is hilarious. So I'm gonna heavy. It's just MST.
Yeah, it was Karma Cut.
I'm gonna book the Laquari.
That is disastrous.
Normal the Mermello and then beat over Laquari.
Sure, yeah.
And then I'm gonna top a deck, grab Darius, get Darius. And then I will pass.
Sure, draw. Oh, this is like kind of bad. Standby main phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna normal summon Crabons, and I'll pass.
Interesting. Standby main.
Yep.
Cannot be. It's targeted for attack. Okay. Normal Bestiari.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of put you on have to have it.
Pop.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then battle.
24-17.
24-17. And then end of battle. And I'm just going to shuffle them again because I'm going into Heraklinos.
Sure. Draw. Okay. This isn't terrible. Standby. Main phase. I'll attempt to activate Proving Ground.
Proving Ground's fine.
Okay. I will grab. Gosh. Oh gosh, this just doesn't matter. I'll grab Bestiari to hand. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, Heraklinos is just big, and that's what matters right here, which is odd.
Yeah. I will set to. No. Hold on, wait. Thinking. That's fine. I'll. No, I'm not gonna set one of them. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'll draw.
Yep.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna bait doll.
It'll force it. It's Karma Cut. I will
Discard for
discard.
cost.
Oh, goodness. Well, I know you just negate it with Heracleonos is the problem.
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Uh. Oh, God. So it's such a hard decision. I am gonna get rid of this bestiary.
Interesting.
Target.
Yeah, I will negate that.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll swing 3k direct.
I'll take the 3k. You gonna use Heracleonos effect?
Heracleonos does not have an effect at the end of the
Oh, it doesn't have a dragon effect? That's
battle.
crazy.
No, it's weird. I don't know. It's one of the early fusions, and the early fusions. Why? No, that's. I think Heracleonos is one of the only ones that doesn't have that actually.
Standby main, set pass.
Draw.
Yep.
Just battle hit over.
It's a Darius.
Yeah, realistically, what can you set? DD Warrior Lady's limited. I'm not afraid of that.
Standby main. Smashing ground.
Yeah, I gotta negate that. If you got another one, then you're just better.
No.
Attempt game.
You're not playing around Mirror Force, and it was correct. God damn.
Yes, I am. I can just negate. I have one in hand.
God damn it! I know I didn't want to play this deck so much, but they just pilled me on it. Oh, gosh. All right, yeah.
What's the target for the Geyserus?
What do you mean?
Oh wait, no.
Sangan and Necrogarna are the targets. Krebons.
What is your list?
All right, so you'll see when it comes to the deck profile. But yeah, so the story behind this was I wanted to play kind of a plant list, like an E-Telly plant list, that I thought would be really funny. And I was deck building with Hatch and the rest of the Bumboy prog, and they like we were talking about like what we were gonna play, right? And I was like, I'm 95% sure Zach is going to play Glads because you told me you're snatch stealing my Geyserus.
Yeah, I did want to. I say in the deck profile, I did want to just like steal the Geysers and then not play Glads, but it's just far and away the best deck I have.
Yeah. So they were like, well, you have Geyserus and you're not playing it. And I was like, I have 2 Geyserus and I'm not playing it. And they were like, why the fuck aren't you playing Glads? It's the most insane deck like you could play at this point. And I'm like, no, I don't think it's that good for me because A, I've never played it before, and B, like, I just don't want to play the mirror match. And so they just
the mirror is hard.
They completely pilled me on this, and they're like 100% convinced that I was going to win because I have not only 1, but I have 2 Geyserus, and I have Test Tiger, which you don't have. However, the problem
Test Tiger is honestly, it's not very good.
Yeah, the problem is Test Tiger is really good in the Prisma lists, but we don't have access to that yet. And along with that, Test Tiger only matters if you can fucking draw it.
Yeah. Do you only have the 1?
I only have the 1, yeah. It was an ultra rare, so it's like, yeah, of course I only have one. So it was like...
Speaking of ultra rares, I got this ultra rare.
Very nice.
But not just 1, I got 2.
You got double Plagues, that's very strong. So in combination with Plagues, I pulled this, which I didn't get a Plague Spreader, unfortunately. Even though this is probably one of the most interesting Synchro 6s. I mean, he's just coming back to haunt you now because remember the beginning, just Hades was just winning.
Hades, the PTSD hurts. But yeah, I was really excited for the Plagues because like I was trying to put it into Dark World, but I just don't think that Dark World is really there right now. I don't think that it's a very strong deck, especially considering just everything. I think it's too mid, especially since I don't have hand destruction, which
Yeah.
we don't have access to at all in this series. It's in like a million structure decks, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it might
But
be in like
I
some
mean,
of
in
the
this
early
list, it's
sets.
very interesting because I can, if I have a 4 on board, which basically every single Glad is, I can just this plus this for Iron Chain, and then
Yep.
bring back the Plague, and then go for Stardust.
Yep. Yeah, Plagues is crazy, especially for your pool. Speaking of synchros, so I got a couple more. So I'm pretty obviously we both have Iron Chain. I did get a playset of Iron
Yes.
Chain, which is like
I
lucky
only got one.
if you want to say that. Obviously, I did get the Hades, but he's kind of pointless. I also got Psychic Life Transfer, which is like a cool card,
Yeah.
but it's not amazing. It's a Synchro
Mm-hmm.
7 that's just Monarch stats. And
Yeah.
then I also got a Turbo Warrior, which, I mean, is
Ah.
fine, but here's the thing. Turbo Warrior gets reprinted in Duels Pack Yusei, which we get next episode. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I may have used a Swamp Frog ticket.
Ah, I see. So,
Okay. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't summon this in my deck. I need like a snatch or something, Minecon.
Yeah. See, I was that, and like this is why I'm playing the E-Tellies is because a Krebons is kind of interesting because with Krebons, since it negates the attacks, your monster never battled, so you don't
Yeah.
get to tag out. So that was cool. But also, it lets me climb into Plague Spread, or it lets me climb into Iron Chain, Psychic. Yeah, Iron Chain. It lets me climb into Magical Android, and then I was also playing a single copy of Psychic Commander because that lets me climb into Transfer and Black Rose. And I was like, just like Geyserus,
Mm-hmm.
just if it just nukes the field, you win. If I just Black Rose the field, I probably win. And yeah, this was so bad, dude. I just did not know what I was doing the entire time. It's like the first game, I think it just came down to the fact that the only Glad Beast I saw was Hoplomys, and that's just not the one you want to see. And also that tempo swing with
Yeah.
the My Body was insane. This one, I don't know what I did
Mm-hmm.
wrong. I really don't. uh,
Honestly, I don't think you did anything particularly wrong. I think that it just came down to the fact that the Glads are it's hard to know what to play and when because you had to go into I think the turning point was when you went into Bestiary to pop my back row, but you had to do that
because it was Mirror
because
Force.
it was Mirror Force. If you hadn't done that, that would have ended the game. But I had a proving ground in my hand that I had since the start of the game.
Oh, and you just didn't use
And
it.
I
Yeah.
just top decked. I just top decked a Darius.
Uh,
So I think that regardless, I think that I was just in a commanding position because of the cards that I had, and you played correctly. You just did not see what you needed to.
yeah. Now, see, here's the other unfortunate part is like okay, so I just don't really like this deck, right? It's just a player difference, right? It's like this deck does not vibe with the way I play the game. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter like if people say my list is functionally better than yours or not. It's just the fact that I don't like the way this deck plays makes it difficult to play. Also, your deck is unironically better going forward. Like, sure, I have the Test Tiger and I have the second Geyserus, but you have second Laquari. Obviously, everybody knows Prisma kind of saves this deck. You might eventually get a Snatch deal for the Test Tiger. I don't know if it gets reprinted at all in our series, but I think that our decks were equal in strength, unironically. Because you also
Yeah.
have multiple My Bodies. You were playing Cold Waves as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were more than equal when it came to the power levels of our deck. Also, like unironically, Heracleitos, like the only out I had to it was Black Rose and Geysers, and you're just never letting me get that far. Oh, also you have War
I
Chariot,
also have War Chariot,
yeah,
which
which is crazy.
is a massive pickup.
Yeah, that makes that is a world champ difference right there. I don't have War Chariots, which yeah, I'm not gonna say this was probably one of the better decks I have. Like unironically, I do think Six Salmon Crystal Beasts are better, and I really wanted to play the plant list because there's some really funny things I can do. But like I said, this is the last time we get to play with three bestiari. I will get to play with my three lone fire for a little while longer.
You have three lone. I didn't pull a single lone fire.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember, I re-rolled my Duelist Genesis pulls, and I did get three lone fire, but that's about all I got. I re-rolled an Armonite for three lone fire. That's what I did.
Mm.
So that's why I really wanted to play plant stuff, but they were like, oh well, it's only really good if you pull lone fire. But guess what is also only good is you only this list is only good if you pull Glad Beasts and if you open Glad Beasts.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same
Yeah,
thing.
and I'm running 17 Glad Beasts in this deck, so I basically
I'm running
always see one.
less. I'm running much less. I'm running like
Mm.
I think triple Bestiari, triple Quest, and then it's like three one ofs, like one Remelio, one Darius, one Demacari, and then like two Darius. Or no, one Laquari, one Remelio, one Demacari, and then two Darius, and I think that's it. I think that's all I'm running. So
Yeah, you only have the one Laquari, but I don't know.
low.
I think that your Glad Beast pulls are just not as good because you don't have the low guys. You don't have the little guys.
Yeah, like there's just they like everyone was like just convinced that this was like the best deck I have access to. Like this is better than my 6 Sam deck. This is better than my Crystal Beast deck, and I just can't. I
I think
can't.
your 6 Sam deck honestly gives this deck a run for its money because you can just spam out a bunch of guys all at the start. And if you have guys that are just natively bigger than mine and I can't beat over them, then I cannot play the game
Yeah,
if I'm playing plants.
essentially
And
the
that
name
is
of the
what 6Sam does very well. So I think that
yeah
6Sam is your best deck.
yeah essentially like the name of the game in for Glad Beast is 1800. If you have something that's bigger than 1800 normal, you just win the game, right? That's why like
Yeah.
so much of this deck is dedicated to beating that, right? Fissures, Smashing Grounds, Book of Moons, Rush Recklessly's even. They're just built to let you either clear something and then get Laquari up to 21 or like protect your guys. So I don't know. It's a very hard deck to play, and I'm a little mad that I let people pill me on it, but otherwise, like I would have never played Glad Beast. Like I'm never gonna play Glad Beast while Bestiary is at one. I just don't think it's correct. So, anyways,
Yeah.
what is gonna be correct is seeing what you have spun on our winners wheel. So let's get into that. All right, Zach, how many clicks you want on your winners wheel?
Let's do 3 for the amount of monsters you need for Heraclinos.
Sure. All right. 1, 2, 3. And you are spinning. God damn it. What is this, 4 in a row now? Enjoy another snatch deal.
Oh, what do I get?
Test Tiger.
You don't have like anything I want. I don't want Test Tiger. Test Tiger's bad.
You take the second geysers? I don't know. You
No.
could take like a Shien if you really wanted that.
I don't know. I'll see.
Well, yep, we will see in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. And if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. That's all from us, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.